And puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And George gets it to go.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
Here's Yao. Gay in the corner. Clock at 6. Shot's good by Yao.
This is why they get Yao the ball inside. He's basically unguardable this close to the rim.
George looking over the floor. Rebound by Yao. 24 seconds left here in the first quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gay in the corner. Front past the arc. Drains the three-pointer.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And here is Tatum. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Brooklyn leads by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
15.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. San Diego trails by 4. Embiid the screen. And the foul on Magic Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here is San Diego now. The deep three from George. San Diego moving the ball around. Takes the 3. Just 4 to shoot. 3 to screen. Launches it. Rebound, Brooklyn.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Johnson. And Magic Johnson with the slam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And the Lions with possession here. After the basket by Brooklyn. Outside for George. And he drops that one in. George has got 11.
Quick decision right there from George, not giving the D any time to react.
George looking around. Here's Banchero.
Oh, wow! That is powerful.
And how about the showmanship from Banchero, letting us know what he can do out there.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has, becoming an elite competitor people fear almost instantly.
Now Bol, after Julius Erving's three-pointer that didn't go. Screen by Bol. And George, here we go. And it goes down 2 points.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Here's Johnson after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Back to Banchero. Irving with the steal. George with no one around. His three-pointers off the mark. It's George on the wing. Mutombo sets a screen. It's good. All George. George has got the lead up to 8 now for Brooklyn.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Here's Irving. Again, San Diego.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Here's Johnson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
The 3 from George. Read a screen. Here's Irving. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Bol.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Irving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
Free throw, good, Irving. And so Irving nails both of them.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Brooklyn leading by 6. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to the right wing. Pass to Leonard. Kawhi with the flush.
And Leonard makes it look easy.
Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
Outside Roy. There's the 3. That shot misses. And so we wrap up the first half. Brooklyn ahead, up 8. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Stolen by Weber. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Caruso with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. Pass to Yao. Here he goes. That one falls. Yao's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now here's Hardaway. Still without a basket. 6 to shoot. Bol can't hit.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Webber gets the bucket.
And looking so agile on that take. Webber's teammates love seeing him in attack mode against the defense.
Here's Hardaway. After Chris Webber stole. Outside Roy. Here's Bol. Inside. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
And Yao slams it in.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Outside Roy. Puts up a three. Connects from three-point range. Roy's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Brooklyn leading by 11. Outside Leonard. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Tatum.
And look at Tatum turning up the defensive intensity, outworking the shooter.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Outside Leonard. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Back to Leonard. Screen by Giannis. Pass to Yao. Roy with the block. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Screen by Duncan. Out to Hardaway. Now, here's Bol. 5 points in the game, and it's good for 2. Bol's got 7 points.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now, here's Roy. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Pass to Bol. This one for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Now Caruso. To the middle. Big time slam, Giannis. Oh my!
Oh, man, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. And so it's Brooklyn. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are... And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort. See how it works out. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Pass to Yao. Back to Duncan. Out of bounds. The Lions now with possession. And stolen by Yao.
You sell that money, you better stop splurging. Cause when it's all said and done, and you back at the bottom, they gonna treat you like you worthless. Respect the game.